Hello everyone. Today let us talk about masturbation. Is it good or bad? Term masturbation elicits a mixed reaction among people. Why does it carry a lot of stigma and taboo? Masturbation means deliberate erotic self-stimulation. In India it is also called as Hasta Maithuna. Hasta means hand, Maithuna means intercourse. Usually around 80 to 90% of males and 40 to 60% of females practice masturbation in their lifetimes. In males, masturbation usually involves rubbing of their penis, especially glans penis, towards a point of orgasm and ejaculation. Whereas in females, rubbing of clitoris, vulva, breast, or insertion of foreign body are different forms of masturbation. We also see in children genital self-stimulation but without sexual context. And same behavior can be seen in many animals too. The frequency of masturbation and the practices depend on individual to individual. Some individuals practice multiple times a day, whereas some practice few times a month. But it is important to remember the practice should be hygienic and in privacy and practice safely. If it is done in harmful way, creating a lot of day-to-day dysfunction and creating harmful effects to the body, then it is considered abnormal. Let us continue talking about masturbation. What can go wrong? In males, rubbing glans penis against hard surfaces can lead to abrasion, which in turn leads to infections like balanitis and scarring and phimosis. At times, violent rubbing or shaking of erect penis can lead to penile fractures and Peyronie's disease. Also, insertion of foreign bodies into the urethra can lead to serious medical problems. In females, insertion of foreign objects into anal cavity or vagina can get stuck and lead to obstructions. Also, there is a high risk of introducing infection if proper hygienic measures are not taken. At the same time, sexual fantasy and watching pornography is usually associated with masturbatory practices. But if it is not kept in check, both watching pornography and masturbation can become an addiction. Today let us talk about myths and misconceptions regarding masturbation. There's a popular common belief that a drop of semen, that is dhat, in order to be formed, a lot of food and energy is invested by the body, hence it needs to be preserved. So people usually suppress the sexual desire. If it is removed, it can lead to weakness and severe bodily harm. That's the belief. What happens is, it will lead to gradual building up of sexual tension, which in turn leads to dreams of sexual content or wet dreams when they sleep. When they have this kind of dreams, they can have nocturnal emission or swapnaskalan, and they also pass semen while passing urine, which can lead to a lot of guilt and anxiety among individuals, which is what we call it as dhat syndrome, which is characterized by fatigue, lower body ache, sleeplessness, anxiety and depression. It is also believed that masturbation can lead to infertility, blindness, death, etc. On the contrary, masturbation has lot of positive benefits on both mind and body. Let us look into the benefits of masturbation. Healthy practice of masturbation can have positive benefits on mind and body. The keyword being healthy practice. Physical benefits include better sleep, reduction of headaches and body aches, stress reduction, improved concentration, better self-esteem, better self-image, reduction of anxiety and depression, and mastery over the sexual impulses are some of the mental health benefits. In women, regular hygienic masturbatory practices can alleviate symptoms like menstrual cramps, muscle tension, dryness of vagina, pain during intercourse, which is called as dyspareunia, and vaginismus. Also, it can enhance the pelvic and anal tone. It is also seen to increase the cervical mucus, which is a protective factor against infections. In men, masturbation helps to flush out the old semen and to create fresh semen. It is known to prevent prostate cancer and erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculation. Let us talk about masturbation across cultures. In the history of humankind, the masturbation has been viewed with both positive and negative connotations. In Egyptian civilization, people believed The god Atul created the universe by his ejaculate after masturbating. In Sumerians, people believed that the great god Enki created the river Euphrates and Tigris by his ejaculate after masturbating, which is a lifeline of their civilization. In Abrahamic religions, masturbation is considered sinful and strictly forbidden. They believe that masturbation and ejaculation outside of woman's body is a loss of vital essence. In ancient India, people believed in four purusharthas, that is dharma, which is righteousness, artha, wealth, kama, desire, and ultimately moksha, which is liberation. An aspect of kama, sex is considered as a sacred art of creation, and it has been extensively discussed by Vatsayana in Kama Sutra. He encourages healthy practice of masturbation, especially in women, that is hygienic, in moderation, without guilt, and using lubricants. Many ancient temples of India are dotted with sculptures depicting sex and masturbation, but the inner sanctorum is devoid of such sculptures. It abstractly conveys that if the one has experienced kama or worldly pleasures, then there is clarity of mind. He or she can focus the mind on divine and attain liberation. In yogic tradition, sexual energy has a tremendous potential, and semen is a powerful force which can create life. And it urges to conserve semen and sublimate the sexual energy into spirituality. Discourages overindulgence of masturbation, which can deter one from the path of spirituality. In tantric tradition, one's focus is attaining divinity. The sex and the masturbation are involved in the left hand path, also called as Vamachara. Practices usually revolve around shedding the bias of good and bad and seeing divine in everything. There is a misconception that people in relationship or marriage do not masturbate or should not masturbate. On the contrary, masturbation can enhance their sexual health. It also helps the couples to break the taboos, reduce the hesitation, reduce the apprehension, build up the trust, and ultimately spice up their sexual life. Masturbation also serves as an important channel to release their sexual energies and desire among the couple when the other partner is not available due to, for example, or being away in different places, thereby reducing the chances of infidelity. On the other hand, if there are conflicts and disharmony in a relationship, regular sexual intercourse can help heal the breach, while masturbation can become an escape for the partner and further delay the resolution. Masturbation is an important tool to overcome sexual dysfunction among couples. It has been used in the technique called sensate focus, which was developed by Master and Johnson. Sensate focus has 5 stages. It helps the individual to feel relaxed and comfortable while experiencing, receiving, and giving pleasure. There is no pressure or expectation to achieve orgasm or arousal. Sensate focus reduces the performance anxiety and spectatorship. In spectatorship, the person, instead of taking part in sexual intercourse, tends to focus on their performance with the fear of not being able to satisfy their partner. Masturbating in front of partner and mutual masturbation are important steps of sensate focus, which helps to reduce the timidity between the partners. Masturbation and mutual masturbation helps the partner to know each other better, what pleases them the most, and allow communication of their dislikes and likes, and enables them to be creative.